Heyo! What's up, everybody? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. For those that do not know, True Trading Group, or what we like to call it TTG, is the fastest growing and highest rated premium online trading educational platform and community where we all share the same goal, and that is to learn, trade, and profit together. And we are 5-star rated on Trustpilot, folks, with over 1,100 reviews. Now, after hearing that, you probably immediately thought to yourself, like, oh, great, man, another one of these stupid gurus selling a bunch of courses. But if that's what you thought, you guys are dead wrong. TTG is an entire platform. Yes, we have courses, but premium trading tools, resources from companies like Benzinga, TradingView, Quote Media, just to name a few of them. TTG can help you to literally change your life for the better, guys. The most important thing in True Trading Group, though, is that we are a family and we leave no trader behind. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live for free right here on this YouTube channel where myself, other TTG Pro Trader moderators, and special guests drop golden nuggets and free lessons and education that are going to help you to become a better and more profitable trader right away. Are you guys tired of losing money? Tired of navigating the stock market and the crypto markets completely on your own? Are you fed up with thinking to yourself, man, the other person on the other side of the trade you're making has an advantage over you? If so, then you guys are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real. You've come to not only the right place, but you've come to the place. Take a minute right now, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this stream on your own social media. You might be wondering, well, why the hell, like why? Why should I listen to anything that I have to say? I'm very glad that you guys asked. All right. I didn't have to figure this trading thing out on my own. I was taught. I began my career working for a hedge fund right out of college in New York City in 2007. Then 2008 happened, all right? The great financial crisis. But not only did I survive that, I went on to receive the Trader of the Year award from my firm in 2008 during that time of great volatility. But before they even ever let me touch $1 of their money, I first had to go through an intensive training program and curriculum and had access to the top trading tools and community of like-minded people that helped ensure my success as a trader. At True Trading Group, we've since taken that curriculum, simplified it, expanded on it, and we've paired it with today's top premium trading tools from Benzinga, TradingView, Quote Media. We've made it all available to our teaching members, all for just one price for the entire year with zero upsells at all. We're literally like the Netflix of trading communities. Listen to me very carefully, guys. This live stream can and most likely will help to make you a better trader. So hang out for a bit, get something you can take some notes on, and let's learn, trade, and profit together. We're going to start this live stream off with a 15-minute Q&A session. Okay, allow some time for people to log on, and then we're going to go into discussing what the hell happened in the markets this week. I also prepared a special presentation for you that you can download and follow along when we get to that part of the live stream. And last but not least, we're all going to have a very serious heart-to-heart in a new segment of the TTG live stream that is called Real Talk. All right. What I want you all to start doing right now is to begin typing your questions for me in chat. Do not be shy. You literally have a pro trader sitting here live saying, ask me anything. Okay. So let's go without any further ado. Start typing those questions. Let's begin the Q&A. How'd you end up with the fund? Well, I applied to about 25 or 26 hedge funds out of college. Okay. I only heard back from a couple of them. And I just crushed the interview, to be honest. I crushed the interview. The guy the guy that was giving me the interview even told me, he's like, Mike, you know, I've got better resumes. You know, I have people that I have better resumes here. But as part of the interview, they asked me a bunch of like brain teasers. They asked me like a bunch of analytical questions. And one of the questions, I for people that are familiar with my story, my background, you guys know this already, but it was one of those questions. I forgot how it was set up. It's like 3 guys all have on it like different color hats, and they walk into a closet and they come back out, and based on who sees what, you've got to figure out the color of the person's hat. So it was like one of those like brain teaser type of questions. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, like, oh man, like this is really tough. I want to make sure I get this answer correct. And the guy stops me and he says, no. He goes, think out loud. Okay. Think out loud. He goes, it's more important to me how you try to come up with your answer than the answer itself. And there were 3 questions that he asked during the interview that were like that, like brain teaser, analytical thinking questions. And he said that I crushed the interview. Like I was one of the best interview candidates that they had, even though my resume wasn't the best. And I was fortunate enough that they hired me. They hired me, and then I had to go through their training program. It was like literally the first couple of months of my employment, I was sitting in like a classroom style setting where other traders from the firm would come in and they would teach us different things. So it was like, I was very fortunate that my first experience with trading was not scouring YouTube, trying to fish through the bullshit and who's real and who's legit and who's fake, who knows what they're talking about, who doesn't know their ass from their elbow. I didn't have to go through any of that. You know, I was lucky that my first experience was being taught by professional traders. So that's the same education that I've taken. I've simplified it and I've put it together on our TTG platform for all of my members. But I was lucky. I was lucky. You know, I didn't have a 3.9 GPA from Princeton. You know, I was lucky. I was lucky. It's actually my grandmother's basement because I have other things going on in other parts of my house where it would be loud and other, you know, it's quieter in here. And this is not my bedroom. This is one of my guest bedrooms. What is the most interesting thing that you observed in the market this week? One of the most interesting things that I observed in the markets this week. What I think was most interesting this week is it's not necessarily something that, because it's not like nothing surprised me this week at all. Nothing surprised me this week at all. If you've been following my live stream now for the last couple of weeks, you know that I've been saying that, you know, I think inflation is going to be an issue. The Federal Reserve continues to say that it's going to be temporary. And once you started to get some economic data come out, the market showed you what they thought. The markets really showed you what they thought. You know, the core CPI data, that reaction that the markets gave you was such a glaring sign of weakness and fear when it comes to inflation. And then you had some data come out today that was light. You had light when it came to like consumer sentiment and retail spending. And I think those numbers actually eased some inflationary fears in the markets. And that's why the markets then recovered. You know, if anything, if we learned anything from this week's action, it's that it is inflation that is moving and dictating the direction of markets. It's not COVID. It's not a new variant in India. It's none of that. Nobody cares about any of that. The only care is inflation. And the market showed that to you this week. What's a reasonable amount of profit percentage to gain on a monthly basis? I mean, that's such a relative question. You know, I can tell you 5%. And if you have $1,000 account, that sucks. If you have a $500,000 account, that's great. You know, it depends on your goals as a trader. You know, it's not, you know, there's people that say, I want to make 1% a day. Is that possible? Yeah, it's absolutely possible. You know, there's people that make 50% on their account in 1 month. People that make 100% on their account in 1 month. You know, that all of that is very, very possible when it comes to trading. It all depends on on your goals, and everyone's account sizes are different. Their frequency of trading is different. It's just too general of a question for you to try to say like, hey, this is a good percentage that you should all aim for. It really depends on each person's situation. Mike, what would you do if you are holding a bag that is down more than 60%? Will you wait till it goes up or just dump it? Well, that totally depends on why you are holding this bag. Okay. Maria, if you are holding this bag because you bought a stock one day because it was gapping up and it was making a move and it was supposed to be a day trade and you just held on to it because you were down money, or maybe you didn't want to be triggered by the PDT rule and you turned it into a swing trade and now you're just holding on to it and you don't even really understand what the company does, and you're just hoping and praying, waiting for the company to come out with some type of press release that's going to gap the stock up. If that's why you're holding that stock, then my advice to you is to just sell it literally first thing Monday morning. Get that cash out of there, put that money to work somewhere else, and stop opening your account every day and looking you're down 60% on the stock. If you're down a huge percentage on a stock on a company that you know very well, you understand it, and you believe in the future of this company long-term, and when you bought that stock, you had every intention on being a long-term investor, then you've got to ask yourself, fundamentally, has anything changed with the company or the business itself? Like maybe you're one of those people that got caught buying high when all the EV stocks went crazy. And even though I was on this live stream, I was preaching to people to not be putting those stocks in your long-term portfolio when they were going crazy last year and earlier this year. But if you are one of those people that got caught buying those stocks at those levels, but you believe in them long-term, that's different. Now you have decisions to make where you're going to say to yourself, are you going to ride this out because you're a long-term investor? But if you're not, if your intention, Maria, on this bag was not to be a long-term investor, then my advice to you is sell it literally first thing Monday morning and move on. When someone turns 5K into 50K in a month, are they using crappy risk management and getting lucky? Notorious PDT. I mean, yeah. I mean, listen, to go from 5K to 50K in 1 month means that you had to have taken shots. You had to have taken shots, big shots. So, or you just, got lucky with something where maybe you had some call options on something and company came out with some news and the stock just ripped and you ended up making 1,000% on your options, which is possible. That happens. But to 10X your account in 30 days, if it wasn't I got lucky scenario, I would say that is pretty loose risk management. You'd have to be taking some pretty serious shots. Like I would never 10X my account in 1 month. The shots that you'd be taking in order to do that would be high. An actually good example that we actually had somebody that I know turned like 10 or 15 grand with Kodak. They were trading Kodak. He turned like 10 or 15 grand into 150 grand because of Kodak. But then gave back. That's like when it ran to 60. Okay, this is a while ago. But then he gave back like 75 or 100 grand of it because he didn't have any risk management. So got lucky with that Kodak run and just held it. Like a lot of people got lucky with GameStop and just held it. But a lot of those people, if they don't have risk management or they don't know actually how to trade, they gave all that profit back. They've given all that profit back. It's one thing to make money, but you got to also learn how to keep it. I'm very new at this. I signed up about 3 weeks ago and currently doing the courses. I have a Robinhood account and I want to close it and open an E-Trade account. Can you please advise? Thanks. Yeah, my advice is yes, do that. I don't like Robinhood at all. Robinhood used to be cool when they were offering free trades and nobody else was offering free trades. But now Thinkorswim, Charles Schwab, E-Trade, they all have commission-free trading, and their customer service, their technology, their platform, their tools is 1,000 times better than Robinhood, in my opinion. So there's really no reason for anybody to be on Robinhood at all. E-Trade, Thinkorswim, Charles Schwab, they're all better, in my opinion. So yeah, I think you should switch over and move over to E-Trade ASAP. Yeah, Weeble's fine. Weeble's fine. Do you talk with any of the people that you worked with? Oh, yeah. I mean, not as much anymore. I'd say I was in pretty close. The last person I talked to actually was the executive assistant to the seniors at the firm. That was the last person that I talked to. But prior to that, I haven't really talked to any of the traders in years, honestly. I'd say we stayed in contact for maybe 5 years or so. But then, you know, we just kind of started to grow apart. I haven't talked to any of them in a while, honestly. Haven't talked to any of them in a while. We used to get together for like the holidays too in New York, like those first few years afterwards. We used to do like holiday parties and stuff. Can you apply same TTG education to intraday crypto? It seems in the crypto market, there are more people doing MOFO and less knowledge. It can be exploited. Yes, you can. Yes, you absolutely can. So the same things that I teach you guys, it does apply also in the crypto markets. And we also, our new crypto course, which is massive, is going to be coming out next week. Okay. So we are actually publishing a new crypto course as part of the TTG curriculum. All my teaching members, it's included with your membership. Obviously, I told you there's no upsells ever. You get access to everything we have and everything we ever will have. So like when we come out with this new course, it's just included. You don't have to pay, an extra $200 to get this course. No, the course is included with your membership, and we're going to be coming out with that probably next week. But yes, you absolutely could use the education that you get into your training group. You can use in the crypto markets. And then now we actually have the new crypto course as well. Do you think the stock market will change to a way that the market makers can't keep manipulating the stocks? Well, that's you assuming market makers are manipulating stocks, which it's not that simple. But no. No, I don't think that market makers manipulate stocks to the extent that you probably think they do. They don't. A market maker's job is to maintain an orderly market and to match order flow. There's not a lot of market makers that trade for their own desk. Okay, not to say there aren't. There are market makers that trade for their own desk, but there's still, most market makers will just match order flow. So they're not going to do something if they don't have the order flow to do it. There is levels of market manipulation that go on a daily basis. That has forever been the case. It forever will be the case. So I don't see any reason why any of that would ever change. Blockchain will probably make things more transparent in the crypto market. Maybe in the future, some of that could be applied to the stock market somehow. I'm not sure. Just kind of thinking out loud. Maybe there's some kind of evolution of blockchain within the stock market. I don't know. It's an interesting theory. How do you measure your trading success based on win rate or based on total P&L? I mean, listen, P&L is important, right? Obviously, you're not going to trade no one trades to lose money, right? But it's very important especially at the beginning of your career, to recognize progress. And a lot of traders at the beginning of their career, they feel like, oh, I'm not making money, or I'm not making as much as I want to be making, and they think that they're a failure. You're not a failure. The average trader's P&L curve when they're first starting out, it's very steep, because they are losing money very quickly because they have no idea what they're doing. Then their P&L curve starts to shallow, but it's still going down, which means they're losing money, but now they're losing money at a slower rate as they've kind of figured out a thing or two through trial and error. Then, and this can be, you could be 6 months, you could be a year, you could be a year and a half into it, where your P&L starts to baseline. Now you're no longer losing money, but you're also not making money. And a lot of traders at that point, they get very, very frustrated, and they feel like, man, I've been doing this for a year. I should be making money by this point. But they fail to recognize the progress of, well, previously you were losing money at a ridiculous pace. Now you're just kind of treading water. That's progress. And then it's usually right after that point, your P&L starts then to make that tick higher. And, what I try to have people do is like forego that steep decline in the very beginning. Like, don't trade in the very beginning of your career. Get an actual education first. Don't get the education while you are losing money. Get the education, trade on a simulator, and then start trading. So that the idea is that you can begin trading with real money at the baseline point instead of having to go through the decline first. But a lot of traders do it the other way around. A lot of traders just feel like, oh, and I'm going to put a couple $1,000 in a Robinhood account. I'm just going to go and I'm going to buy stonks, and stocks just go up. And, and that's why 90% of traders fail and lose money because of that, because they don't know what they're doing. What? All right, next question, guys. What's the best way to grow your account under PDT rule? I would say that it's important for everyone to understand how to trade options, especially if you're dealing with a small account. Options is a really great way to grow your account. But also if you're under PDT rule, you're not going to be day trading anything. So you're going to be mostly swing trading. Now, listen, if you're on, under PDT rule, it could be anything under 25,000. If you're someone that's got 10, 15, or 20,000, you'll still have enough buying power in there where you can, swing trade some stocks. But if you're someone that's got like a $500 account or $1,000 account, you might be better off swing trading some of the options, and then make your 3-day trades in a 5-day period when you can. But I think that understanding how to trade options is a major tool, especially for people with small accounts. Our moderators, we have over 30 years of collective no, it's actually more than that. Between all of the moderators that we have in chat, you're probably, you have Chris Toner alone, who's been trading options for almost 20 years. You got the Wolf that trades options. You've got Momin who trades options. You have myself who trades options. So we have entire courses in our curriculum based on options trading. There's beginner options trading, like an intro to options, which is just basic calls and puts. And then you have advanced option strategies, which is multi-leg positioning, where you're using more than one option contract, like a straddle, a strangle, a spread, a condor, a butterfly, those type of things. So you're going to learn intro to options like beginner options, and then you'll also learn the advanced options as well. But I would tell you to learn how to trade options. Or if you don't want to be bound by PDT rule, another thing is you can just switch to a cash account. If you're on a cash account, you won't be bound by PDT. Let's say you got 10 grand in an account. If you're on margin, you'll be bound by PDT. If you switch to cash, you can trade, make as many day trades as you want, but you can only use the 10,000 in your account, and it takes 2 days for cash to settle after you use it. Taxes. How do you optimize your taxes? Do you use an accountant? Yes, I do use an accountant that handles all of my taxes. Included in our curriculum, though, is a course on taxes. Okay, we actually had a CPA draft for us an entire course on how to do your taxes as a trader. Okay, so in the TTG curriculum, included with your membership, is an entire course that will help you guys do your taxes as a trader. How much do you suggest to start out with? Would you start with small cost stocks? Stacy Rowe, what I suggest people start out with is completely up to that individual person and their situation. Okay. Very common misconception about trading is that you need to start with $25,000 in order for you to make money. Not true at all. You have a couple $100, cool. That's enough to get started. Okay. That is enough to get started. If you're first starting out, it's not necessarily that I think you should start with small cost stocks or cheap stocks. It's all relative to how much money you're starting with. Now, if you're someone that's like, hey, I'm just starting, but I've got, 35 grand in my account, you don't have to start trading. You don't have to start with really cheap stocks. You can trade higher price stocks, if you want. There's no difference. It's not like a cheaper stock is like a more novice trade versus a higher price stock. Sometimes the exact opposite could be true. Sometimes the real cheap stocks could be an advanced level trade, and the higher price stocks can be a novice level trade. Okay, so you don't need a large amount of money to get started. Okay, in fact, like the majority of our members, probably have started out with small accounts. Here, my TTG fam, how many of my TTG members that are on the live stream right now, how many of you started with less than $1,000 in your account? Comment in chat how much you guys started with. Gaines SFI started with 600. Lex started with $600 Canadian. Todd, $250. Valkill, 500. Canyon Ridge, 500. Chris, 700. Roger, 500. Arnold, 1,200. Julie, 200. Michael, 700. Isaac, 1,000. Stacy Taylor, 800. Mark McFarland, 1,500. Jason Panion, 350. Lynn Wright, 500. Pavan, 2,400. LHM, 1,800. Rajesh, 500. Diane, 100. She said, I know it's really small, but I'm making it work. Nick Santana, 1,200. LB, 500. John Loader, 1,000 Canadian. MS, 600. Maggie, 500. Texas Trader, 2K. Catalina, 2,500. Ronnie, 50. All right. So you guys can see right there. So anyone that's like that thinks you need a large account, you don't. You do not need a large account to get things started and begin your trading careers, guys. You really don't. You really, really don't. Okay. All right, guys. You all asked some really great questions. Thank you very much. That wraps up kind of that Q&A. There were a lot of questions that make me think that we might have some new people that are on the live stream that are not True Trading Group members. So let's see. If this is your first time on our stream or you're not a TTG member, type the number 1 in chat right now. Yusuf, Tagridi, Frank, Rudy, David, Brandon, Miel, Thomas, Ron Martinko, Noob, WC, Sammy, Charles Lucas, JB Trader, K Sizzle, Charmandini. Nice, guys. Nice. Robert Sample says, I'm working to be a member. Nice. Ready when you are. Shanil Shakur. Beautiful. Guys, welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to get into what the hell happened in the market this week. All right. We're getting into what the hell happened in the market this week now. That's what we're going to talk about here next. All right. You guys can download this report in the description below. We'll also be posting the link in chat. All right. So I'm going to go ahead now. I'm going to share my screen. All right. And you guys can click on the link in the description below. We'll also post a link in chat, and you guys can download this presentation that I'm about to share with you. Without any further ado, let's get started. All right, folks. So here you go. So this is the presentation I was telling you guys about. You guys can download this if you guys want. You can either follow along or keep it for your records. All right. So what do we got? Recap. Markets continue to rally on Friday. Okay. Today was actually a really strong move in the overall markets. Most sectors turned green at the open, led by tech, a sector that's actually dragged on the markets earlier in the week. Financials and industrials came in a close second and third, echoing a continuation in the reopening trade. Okay, you had some CDC comments that kind of fueled that reopening trade a little bit. Volumes were much lower on Friday, though, in contrast to the rest of the week. You had high volume sell-offs earlier in the week. Today was a much lower volume bounce back. Okay, this was an end to a really, really volatile week. Okay, we had economic data and inflationary fears really drove the market volatility this week. Fed officials tried to ease that volatility by continuing to reiterate that any inflation that we are going to see is going to be temporary. Okay, you also had some CDC guidance on face masks yesterday that triggered a reversal in the week's early downtrend and saw us push strong into the close. Then you had the World Health Organization chief scientist came out this week saying that most vaccines in use are effective no matter what variant is circulating. That was a key statement from the WHO because last week there were, and earlier this week as well, there were some concerns that the new India variant of COVID might be evading some of the vaccines. Okay, so that was a little headline fear that we had earlier in the week that was kind of calmed today by the WHO chief scientist. Top stories of the day. All right, top stories of the day. And then I'm going to talk about kind of what happened this week. We'll talk about this a little bit more. Last economic data of the week, we got retail sales for April were flat. Okay, they were flat. All right, we also missed on economists' forecasts for a 1% increase. All right, this is down from a 9.8% jump in March. Minus auto sales, overall sales fell 0.8%, which was an expectation of 0.8% gain. Okay. This data did not result in a weaker market. In fact, the exact opposite. Okay, in fact, the exact opposite. And I'll talk to you guys about that in just a second. Consumer sentiment. The headline index of consumer sentiment fell to 82.8 in the preliminary May report. This was down from the 88.3 report in April, and the consensus expected rise to 90. Okay, this is based on assumptions that vaccinations, business reopenings, and affirming labor market conditions would spark optimism. But this is the worst weekly performance in the market since February. Low volume, float higher, left us with that action here today. Is inflationary volatility in the rearview mirror? Now, this is what I want to talk to you guys about. What happened here today? Okay, the greatest number of S&P 500 companies are citing the word inflation on their earnings calls for the first time since 2010. Okay, the greatest number are talking about inflation on their earnings calls since 2010. Inflation is a real concern. Okay, inflation is a very big concern. But what happened here in the overall markets this week, and I'm actually gonna go full screen to kind of talk to you guys about this a little bit more. I want to go full screen to talk to you guys about this. Okay. Earlier this week, you had economic data that showed inflation was rising quickly, quicker than analysts initially expected. All right. The big factor was CPI. The CPI number, the consumer price index number, was way high, which insinuated that inflation was running hot and inflation was picking up faster than was initially expected. That is why the market sold off as aggressively as they did to start the week. That sell-off was exaggerated on Wednesday when you got that CPI number and it came out like 3 times higher than what the expectation was. You were looking at like a 0.2% expectation. It came in like 0.8. I believe were the numbers. Okay. That is a reading, okay, of showing you guys that you're literally getting increased prices across the board. Inflation is rising. Markets did not like that. That is why tech sold off so aggressively and led markets lower earlier in the week. But inflation, in order for inflation to run hot, meaning continue rising and run out of control, you need a couple of things. You need strong economic demand. You need low unemployment, rising commodity prices, material costs. The CPI data gave you the rising costs. Okay. Your labor market issues and the consumer sentiment, that is, in my opinion, what led to such a strong bounce back to finish the week. Because you had retail sales were flat. Well, if retail sales were flat, they missed expectations. They were expecting a 1% increase. They were flat. That could be a signal that demand is slowing. You also had the consumer sentiment report falling from 88 down to 82.8 when it was expected to be at 90. That would insinuate a weaker consumer. A weaker consumer with lower than expected retail sales, those two pieces of data together say that there's a slowdown in demand. Maybe a lot of people ran through that stimulus check already. And now people are being more frugal. I think that data is the reason why the markets recovered so aggressively at the end of the week. I think that's why markets were so strong today. Because if that's true, if the consumer is not as strong as expected, then the Federal Reserve may be right. It's going to be really hard for inflation to run hot, out of control, which would force the Fed to raise interest rates sooner than they expect, which is why the market sells off when they think inflation is here, because the faster inflation is here, but the markets sell off when they think inflation is going to run too hot, because that'll force the Fed to raise rates sooner. Once the Fed raises rates, the markets pull back in. That's why the markets were scared earlier in the week, because all the economic data that was coming out was telling you inflation's running hot, inflation's running hot, inflation's running hot. But then you have new economic data comes out that tells you, well, hold on a second. Retail sales were weak. Overall sales minus cars and autos were weak. Consumer sentiment was weak. And I think the markets took a step back and said, okay, maybe this really is just transitory. Maybe this is a supply chain issue where there's shortages in semiconductors and you've got the whole thing with lumber and all. Maybe this is just a materials cost, temporary inflation that will subside. Because you're going to need strong economic demand in order for inflation to really run hot out of control that would force the Fed to raise rates sooner. The data that came out today did not tell you that. The data that came out today was the exact opposite. The data that came out today said retail sales were weak. Well, that means people are spending less money. If people are spending less money, that means demand is lower. Consumer sentiment came in low. If consumers are not very, very confident and if consumers are not optimistic, okay, an optimistic consumer spends. A cautious consumer saves. That data eased a lot of the inflationary fears. That's why the markets rallied. I've been telling you for weeks that earnings are not the driver. The driving factors in the market right now are inflation. It's not earnings. It is inflation. You have a couple of individual isolated instances where earnings are taking precedent, like Roblox 2 days ago, like DoorDash today. You have a couple of isolated incidents where earnings are front and center. But the main drivers in the market is economic data and inflation. This is great because this is really the first time since the COVID crash that the market is actually trading based on economic data. We weren't trading based on economic data last year. You had 8%, 9% unemployment. The markets were at all-time highs. That's not the market trading on economic data. That's the market trading on stimulus and liquidity injected by the Federal Reserve and the Treasury. Now, the markets are finally moving based on economic data that's coming out in the markets. This is a better thing for traders because it sets the tone for the day. This is why it's so important for you guys to go through this stuff with us. Every single morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, we open our trading chat room, and Jason Simmons, one of our moderators, we call him the professor. He's in there every morning telling our members what piece of economic data is coming out today, why it's important, and what to look for. This is important because when that economic data comes out at 8:30 in the morning and the markets open at 9:30, we can already have a gauge. Are we bullish or are we bearish? And having that gauge is important for you to be able to execute on your game plan and pull profits out of the market on a consistent basis. This is why it's important for you to understand the driving factors behind the market, but also understand a hell of a lot more than just, oh, some people on Reddit told me to buy this. A lot more to trading than that, folks. And you'll get and understand all of those different factors and all those different aspects of trading as a member of True Trading Group when you guys get yourself a professional education. This is what it's all about. That's what happened here this week in the markets. Okay. Now, let me just go back. I'll share my screen again. And then we'll finish up. We'll finish up this presentation. Okay, what about crypto and small caps? Volatility did spill over into the crypto markets, man. Crazy for crypto. Small caps still no follow through in the small cap market at all. Okay. Again, it makes sense when the overall markets are really moving around. Small caps tend to be more quiet. Crypto is reversed course again. Wild action in crypto. Bitcoin went all the way down below 47K. Now it's back over 50. Ethereum went all the way down below 3,500, back over 4,000 today. Doge back under 40, back to 60. Crazy. Okay, absolutely crazy. The crypto market, though, continues to be heavily influenced on sentiment, tweets, and headlines. Thank you, Mr. Elon Musk. Elon Musk is literally moving the crypto market by himself. It's crazy. It's crazy, but yes, this is true. All right, guys, so here's our disclaimer. Like I said, you can download this. I hope this helps you have a better understanding of what's going on in the overall markets. You can click on the link in the description below, and you guys can download this. Okay? It is there for you. All right? So there you guys have it. All right? So there you have it. That's what the hell happened this week. All right? That's what the hell happened this week. Guys, we're going to now get into a new segment here called Real Talk. Okay? We're going to get into a new segment here called Real Talk. What this new segment is going to be about is as follows. We're going to talk honestly about things. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. First things first, I want to know whether you're a TTG member or not, and I want to know right now. Type the letters TTG. Okay. I want to know here first. Okay, here we go. You guys are already typing TTG. There you guys go. I see you guys all commenting. Beautiful. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Now, all right. So now what I want to do here, guys, I want to know, okay, for those of you that are not members, I want to know what goals do you want to accomplish as a trader? Literally, type them in chat right now. What goals do you want to accomplish as a trader? Type them in chat right now if you're not a member. Learn options trading, consistent wins. Get a new house. My end goal is to quit my job, become a full-time trader. Want to reach 25K. Build wealth. Don't want a 9-to-5. Retire early. Quit my day job. Nice, Das Snail. I want to buy a house on a nice piece of land with a creek on the back end. I like that. Peace and quiet. Retirement money. Financial independence. Beautiful, guys. Provide better for my wife and daughter. Amen, James. It would be my honor to help you do that, man. It would be my honor to help you do that. Be a stay-at-home dad. Spend some more time with the fam. Yes, Thomas. Awesome. Earn a down payment for a house. This is great. These are great. These are great, guys. Build wealth to help my family and start a trust. That's great. Spend more time with my kids. Michaela. Yeah. Amen to that. Amen to that. I like this, guys. These are great. These are great goals. It's important for you to set goals for yourselves. As traders, it's important for you to set goals for yourselves as traders because trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You know, you got to be willing to put in some time, energy, and effort. You know, it's not something that's just going to happen overnight. And it's important for you to have a motivational goal that's going to help drive you to become a successful trader. You know, and you can't just be looking to cut corners. Okay. Based on the goals that I saw, I want to tell you all what's actually possible as a trader. Okay. Listen up. Okay. You're not going to join True Trading Group and just quit your job next week. You're not going to join 2 Trading Group and just become a millionaire. You're not going to join 2 Trading Group and buy a Lambo and a mansion and a yacht and a private jet. But if you guys want to ever get to a point where you can become consistently profitable and earn yourselves a new income stream, or even have the wherewithal and the knowledge to navigate the markets and build a long-term portfolio over time, and know when's the right time to be adding to positions, and know when's the right time to not fall victim to FOMO and stay away from certain stocks, and learn how to build that long-term portfolio. Guys, the beauty about trading is that there truly is no limit to your upside, but it's not going to happen overnight. It's not a get rich quick scheme. There's so many people that you probably have seen so many videos where someone will come on and be like, just follow this one simple pattern and you can make thousands of dollars a day. It's like, shut up. Shut up. Okay. Trading is not a get rich quick scheme. You have to be willing to learn this skill just like anything else, but there's no limit to your upside if you are able to achieve it. Like, my sister is a high school English teacher. She'd be the best high school English teacher in the country. But if she could be the best high school English teacher in the country, she'll never make $250,000 a year. There's a limit to her upside. You could be a cop, be the best damn cop in the country. You're never going to make $500,000 a year. It's not possible. There's a limit to your upside. Your salary prevents you from making X amount. In trading, that doesn't exist. You want to make $50,000 a year, 100, 250, 500, $1 million? There's nothing stopping you. There's nothing stopping you. But it's not going to happen overnight. If you're going to excel and you're going to become a professional, an elite, anything in this world, you're going to have to bust your ass to get there. You think Tom Brady became the greatest quarterback of all time by just showing up and waiting for the coach to tell him what to do? But do you think Tom Brady worked his ass off, studying playbooks, eating right, working out, making sure his body's in shape, constantly training, going the extra mile? It's not a coincidence that he's still playing at an elite level in his mid-40s. And you have other players that are retiring from the game in their late 30s. This is what you guys have to think about when it comes to trading. The beauty is from trading also is that you can trade from anywhere in the world. All you need is internet. We have members from all over the world. Literally, we have members in Japan. We have members in the Philippines. We have members in the UK, in Brazil. We have members literally Italy, Spain, the Netherlands. We've met Hawaii. We have members from all over the world. Okay. And the other thing that I'll tell you guys also when it comes to trading is it really bothers me when so many people, and I don't think it's your fault. I think it's what you're exposed to, because so many people out there try to make it seem like it's so simple. Just follow me. It's so simple, right? And that makes you think like, oh, I can just get rich quick by doing this if someone shows me their secret. Think of it this way. You would never step foot into any other profession and think you were going to excel just like that without any training whatsoever, would you? Okay. If I just dropped you off at a construction site, chances are you're going to screw something up. You're going to get somebody hurt because you have no idea what you're doing. You've never poured concrete. You've never operated one of those heavy machineries. You're going to kill somebody. You're not going to do a good job. Okay, because you've never been trained on how to operate that machinery or how to pour concrete. You've never been told how to do anything. Why would you think you're going to do well? If I just dropped you into a boxing ring with a professional boxer and you've never boxed a day in your life, why would you ever think that you actually have a chance of succeeding? You don't. The person that's been training for 15 years, their entire life, is going to literally kick the crap out of you. That's the same thing that happens when you guys put your money into a brokerage account and you go and you place a trade. Folks, newsflash, there's somebody else on the other side of that trade when you place it. It could be me on the other side of that trade. It could be the trader at Goldman Sachs. It could be the girl at the hedge fund. It could be one of my TTG members. What makes you think you're going to beat me? What makes you think that? But this is how people think. This is how people think that, oh, the markets are just this get-rich-quick scheme, and I'm going to go in there with no education, no training whatsoever, and I'm just going to succeed. I'm going to excel, because making money in the markets, it's not about learning a new skill. It's just having someone that is smarter than me to share with me the secret. There is no secret. I worked professionally at a fund in New York City. Believe me, there's no secret. If there was, they would have told me it. The secret is that for the first 3 months of my employment, I went through an educational training program. That's the secret. The secret is you need to learn. If a fund in New York City won't let a new hire touch $1 of their money without going through a training program, why the hell should you touch $1 of your money without going through a training program? Makes sense, right? Why people do this the opposite way, I don't know. But I'm here. I told you, I will never blow smoke up your ass. I'm never going to feed you a bunch of BS. I'm not going to tell you that, listen, join TTG, you'll be a millionaire. I'm not going to tell you that. I can't guarantee you that. Okay? It's possible. What I can guarantee you is that me, my moderators, the entire TTG team, all our members as well, will be there with you every step of the way to hold your hand and help guide you every single step of the way. That's what I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you're going to get the same education that I got, same education my members are getting, and have access to the best premium trading tools that are available on the market today. That's what I can guarantee you. I told you, I don't blow smoke up your ass. I'm not going to take advantage of your desire to try to learn this skill. This is a skill that could potentially change your life and your family's life for the better if you're able to generate a second income stream and even set yourself up better for long-term portfolios. But you got to be willing to put in some energy and some effort behind it. I told you we're going to kick this off, this new segment about this is real talk. This is real talk. This is real talk. All right, guys, listen, before I continue, don't forget this Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we will be covering how myself and the TTG family are going to be making money in the market next week. So make sure that you set your reminders now. There's a link in the description below, because whether the markets are up, down, left, right, sideways, center, okay, we're going to be making money right now. And more importantly, we are becoming better traders. You guys don't believe me? Watch this. My TTG fam, are you making money? And more importantly, are you a better trader because of True Trading Group? Sound off in chat right now. Let them know. Let them know, guys. If you are a better trader and you're making money because of True Trading Group, sound off in chat right now. Guys, anyone that's not a member of True Trading Group, I want you to pay very close attention to the comments that are coming through on the side of the screen right now. All of these members that are commenting, that are telling you that they're making money with True Trading Group, there's no difference between them and you, folks. They found True Trading Group the same way you did, through a live stream. Okay? If they can do it, so can you. There's no difference between them and you. They work full-time jobs just like you do. They've got children just like you do. They've got distractions just like you do. They've got small accounts just like you do. But you want to know what else they have, same as you? A desire to learn how to do this. A goal that motivates them to keep working until they succeed. And now the only difference between them and you is they're receiving a professional education. You still yet have not. Level the playing field when you're stepping into the markets and you're placing a trade. Level the playing field with that person on the other side that's taking the opposite side of the trade against you. Give yourselves the ammunition to fight that battle. instead of just flipping a coin every time you step into the markets. Because I guarantee you the person on the other side of the trade, they're not flipping a coin. They're making a very educated and analytical decision based on the information that they have available to them. Well, let's give you that same type of education so you can make that same type of analytical decision to put yourself on the right side of probability instead of just taking a stock tip that you got from somebody at work. You got to invest in yourself, guys. Now, listen, it's also important to say this. Although 80% of True Trading Group members are doing well, meaning they're making money, they're becoming better traders, there are still 20% of our members and our family that are struggling. It's important that we recognize that. I told you, this is real talk. Not all of my members are killing it. 80% of my members have gone on to become profitable traders. 20% are still struggling. But at True Trading Group, we leave no trader behind. We hold monthly red to green workshops. These are live events in our chat where we have the members that are struggling submit everything they're struggling with, topics, questions, and we cover it over several hours live, and it's recorded and posted later for the entire community to see. We know there's no such thing as a 100% success rate, but I'll be damned, okay, if we don't try for it. My partner Adam and I, guys, we've been working on building True Trading Group. We came up with the idea in 2014. We launched the end of 2016 and really went live to the public the beginning of 2017, and we've been building it ever since. We work 12 to 15 hours a day minimum for our TTG members. Why? Well, guys, at the end of the day, TTG is a business. TTG is a hell of a business, but this business is only as good as our family members are doing. We must get up every day and earn the trust and support of our members. And yes, that means long after they've already paid the yearly all-inclusive fee. We don't take lightly the responsibility and the trust that we're given, and we work every day to continue to earn it. Guys, this is people's lives we're talking about. This is people's lives we're talking about. When I look back at the mentorship and the guidance that I got when I worked at the fund and my mentor, who was my boss, the attention that I got and the guidance that I got completely changed the course and the direction of the rest of my life. I would not be where I am today without the experience and skill set that I acquired working at that fund. That is 100% undoubtedly true. I'm humble enough to say that. I would not have gotten here on my own. So when I think about the power that the education and mentorship and the guidance had over the outcome of my life and the course and the direction of my life, I look at that when we have a TTG member that this is something that can completely change the course and the direction of their life. We're talking about people's lives. This is not something that I take lightly, that my team takes lightly. This is something this is why we put all of our blood, sweat, and tears into making sure that all of our TTG family members get the time and attention that they need to give them the best chance to be profitable at this. You know what I want to know? My non-TTG members, okay? If you are a non-TTG member, type the number 2 in chat right now. If you're not a member, type the number 2 in chat right now. All right, we got Yusuf, we got Lenton, we got Blake, David, Thomas, WC, Sandra, Rudy, Queen, Edeline, Shannon Oliver, Carlo, Lowles, Victor Savage, Suzanne Oler, Original Man. David Padilla, my boy. I like that. David Padilla, who is a TTG member and also a fireman. Brave man. So he says in TTG, first you learn, then you drop the L. First you learn, then you drop the L. I love it, man. I love it. We got Giselle, we got Scabrera, we got Michael Scher, we got Teresa Borg. All right, beautiful. We got a lot of non-TTG members. Listen, guys, if you are still here on the live stream and you want to know more about True Trading Group and what we offer, how much, etc., listen up right now. Okay. Our annual TTG membership is normally $2,212 for the year. But from now until Sunday at midnight, you can get a 40% discount, which brings the price of a membership down to just $1,326 when you use the coupon code TTG121 at checkout. Okay. For that payment, you will get access to our professional 15-course curriculum. It is the entire curriculum. There's no special VIP or pro courses that cost more money. You get access to the entire curriculum. There's no upsells into your trading group ever. Beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, option courses, trader psychology courses, swing trading courses, you name it, we've got it in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. You also get access to Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. This gives you live breaking to the second news alerts directly inside of our chat. You get Quote Media's real-time level 1, full book level 2, real-time options data. That comes with ETNA's trade simulator, which lets you trade stocks and options with fake money while you practice implementing what you've learned in the courses. You get access to TradingView's Pro Plus charting software, which is one of the most commonly used charting softwares used by active traders. You also then get access to our chat room, which is, guys, honestly, it's unlike anything that you've ever experienced before. Okay, it's not Telegram, WhatsApp, Discord, or anything like that. It is our own proprietary charting software. And during the day, me and the other moderators, we share our screen with you during the day. We're live on the microphone, talking to you throughout the day, calling out trades, answering questions. You can actually send us DMs during the day in chat. It's a game changer. And we're there the whole day. We're not gone after 2 hours and you're left to fend for yourselves. We're in chat with you all day, every day in the trenches. Okay. And we collectively right now are sporting an 83% win rate between me and the rest of the moderators. So there's me and 6 other moderators that cover different styles of trading. We do day trading, swing trading, options, advanced options, shorting, long-term investing. And collectively, we're about an 83% win rate. We're fully transparent in TTG2, guys. We even keep a trading journal on the website that tracks every buy and every sell that one of our moderators makes, so you can track all of our performance. Okay? You have access to us all day, guys. We don't charge extra for any of this stuff. Okay? It's all included. And then next week, we're going to be launching our brand new crypto course. All right? And then soon, by the end of the month, we'll be announcing our new crypto mod. We also got the small account trading challenge that's going to be beginning in June. Okay, our small account trading challenge begins in June. That's going to be $100,000 in real cash prizes. I'm excited to do that. Then we've got all the giveaways, man. We do so many giveaways to our members. We give back to our members. We literally have given away hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash and prizes to our members. Every 300 new members that we get into a trading group, we raffle off a Tesla or $30,000 cash. All right, we're going to be doing that May 23rd. Okay, so mark your calendars. May 23rd, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on this YouTube channel. One lucky TTG member is going to win either a Tesla or $30,000 cash. It's up to the winner. Cash or car, it's up to them. They take whatever they want. Okay? And one last thing that you guys get, I want to give you the best chance for success. So in order to do that, we need to make sure that you are getting the individual attention to give you the best chance to succeed. So for anyone that signs up between now and Sunday night, you are also going to get a free small private mentor study group. Spots are limited for this. Again, this provides you with individualized attention to increase your chance of success. This is a small private study group with a TTG moderator where you can go over questions, topics, lessons that you need help with to give you the best chance to succeed. Okay, so anyone that joins between now and Sunday night with the coupon code TTG121, you're going to get a 40% discount. You're going to get a chance to win a Tesla or $30,000, and you're going to get access to a small private mentor study group with one of our TTG moderators. Your next question should be, why the hell do you give all of this away for just $1,326? This has to be BS. It's not. Watch this. This is the reason why we do this. Anyone that was on the live stream right now, I want you to type the letter I in chat if you've been a part of another group before, you were promised the world only to feel like you were just another $1,000 upsell away from reaching your goals. I want you to type the letter I in chat right now. Look at all these letter I's. Look at all these letter I's. Oh, man. That's why we do it. It shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. There's so many people out there that they just say, oh, okay, sign up. You sign up. You don't learn anything. You don't make money. And then they say, oh, well, the reason why you're not making money, you didn't buy the VIP course. That's the pro course. That's where the secrets are. And you're like, oh, shit. Okay, I got it. Fine. All right, let me spend another $1,000 and I'll buy the pro course. Then you buy that. You don't learn anything. You don't make any money. And then they go, well, that's because you're not part of the VIP inner circle. If you want all my attention, you want all my trades, you want me to answer your questions, you got to be part of the inner circle. And you're like, oh, well, how much is the inner circle? They're like, oh, well, that's $5,000. You're like, oh, well, I've already spent $5,000. So what, what's another $5,000? And then before you know it, you got no money left to spend. You haven't made $1 and you've learned nothing. It shouldn't be that way. This is why we offer everything we do in a one price, all-inclusive platform. We want to disrupt this entire industry. But guys, in life, you've also got to know your worth, and we know ours. We will be moving our price to $2,500, okay? And that's still cheaper than most of our competition, and you're getting 10 times the value at a fraction of what the price actually should be. So you can get it right now for $1,326, but we're moving our price to $2,500 soon. Again, go to the link in chat. Make sure you enter the coupon code TTG121 and then click apply code. And you will get a free small private mentor study group that can and will help jumpstart your trading career with True Trading Group. Guys, we are the Netflix of trading communities. Remember, you pay one price, you get access to everything we have. Remember, Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. Okay, that's right inside of our chat room. Benzinga charges $1,188 a year for that service. It's included free with your membership. I can't tell you guys how much money we've made and saved by getting news faster than everybody else. Then you get Quote Streams Real-Time Level 1 and Full Book Level 2. That comes included with a trade simulator from ETNA that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money. Use the simulator. If you prove to yourself you can make money in the simulator before you start trading with real money, please use it. Okay, QuoteStream charges $990 a year for that data. It's included with your membership. ETNA, they charge $750 a year for this simulator. It's included with your membership. Then you also get access to a trade ideas scanner that shows you stocks making new highs, stocks with a volume surge. This will help you identify what are the best stocks for you to be trading. Then you get TradingView's Pro charting software. That's one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders today. And they charge $720 a year for that charting software. It's yours free, guys. Just those tools. You're going to need this stuff whether you join TTG or not. You need charts, you need level 2, you need news, right? You need all this stuff. These tools would cost you $3,648 if you guys were to buy this on your own. It's included for free with your membership. There's no upsells. There's no add-ons. You guys can use the coupon code TTG121. Guys, it's there for you. You're on the live stream. I'm giving you the code. Use it. Secure the 40% discount. You're also going to get a minimum of 10 easy-to-follow, actionable, real-time alerts per week from a community of traders with an 83% win rate. I told you. We keep an entire journal on our website that tracks all of our trading history. You get every buy, every sell that our moderators make. So you can follow along and track all of our performance. We're fully transparent. And then don't forget, guys, you're getting a small private mentor study group included with your membership. This is going to help you get the individualized attention that you need. Ask questions. Have a pro trader go over lessons and topics that you need help with. Then you've got all the courses. The 15 courses, guys, everything's included. There's no, like I said, there's no VIP or pro courses that cost more money. They're all included. You get access to every course we have. Beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, option courses, trader psychology, swing trading, how to trade during a market crash, you name it. It's all there in text and video format, whichever is easier for you guys to learn. Then you've got a video library on top of that that has over 100 hours of additional educational content. How to trade while working a full-time job, how to grow a small account, how to resist FOMO and have confidence pulling the trigger. This is all right there, guys, on the website for you. You guys, all of this is included for just $1,326 for the whole year. Then you get access to the chat room. I already told you guys, we share our screen. We're live on the microphone. You get our mobile app that you can stay connected to chat. Even if you're not in front of your computer, you can see the screen share. You get real-time push notifications when a moderator enters or exits a trade. You can listen to the audio analysis. Guys, then you've got, don't forget also, so I told you May 23rd, we're giving away the Tesla and 30 grand. May 22nd is Trader Palooza. Mark that down on your calendars. Trader Palooza is an all day long 12-hour virtual trading workshop where myself and the other moderators conduct 1 hour long workshops covering different trading topics. I guarantee you're going to learn more in one Trader Palooza than you've learned the entire last year trading on your own. I guarantee it. It's an all day long action-packed educational event. Our TTG members love it. Our moderators love it. It is just nonstop all day learning. You guys can actually log in and log out based on the workshops you want to attend. All right, we'll be releasing that itinerary shortly with what topics that we're going to be covering, which moderators will be doing the presentation, and what time for that presentation. Okay, so that is May 22nd. You have to be a TTG member to attend. It is a members only event. Again, it's free, but you have to be a TTG member. Remember, there's no upsells in True Trading Group. Okay, you pay one price, you get access to everything. That includes Trader Palooza, but it's for members only. If you want to join Trader Palooza, use the coupon code TTG121, get the 40% discount, get the free mentor study group, be able to attend Trader Palooza, and then give yourself a chance to win a Tesla or 30 grand on May 23rd, Sunday. Guys, the price of our membership is going to be going up. We're going to be over $2,000 before you know it. That's still cheaper than the competition with 10 times the value. I told you, our goal is to disrupt this entire industry. In order to do that, we've got to provide insane value and results at a price substantially less than any of our so-called competitors. It's not a sales gimmick, guys. We're going to be over 2K before you know it. Use that coupon code now. If you secure 1326 right now, you have now between now and Sunday night. If you secure 1326 now, next year when our membership is $2,500 and comes time for your membership to renew, you're only going to pay 1326 to renew. The price you pay today is the price you pay for life. So you might save 40% today. You're going to be saving 50% next year. Lock in this price now. The price is going up Sunday at midnight. Okay. Even when we're at 2,500, that's still crazy value for everything that you get. Watch. Guys, my TTG fam, sound off. Comment in chat right now. If you're a member of True Trading Group, sound off in chat right now what you think the membership is worth. $3,500, no problem, says Chef Daddy. $25K, says Breathe Easy. Julie says it's priceless. 5K, says Tim. 5K, says Franklin. Carrie Franklin. Angie says 15K. 6K, priceless, priceless. Brandon says 10,000. Marcia Gomes says 10,000. Priceless. 5K, says Rick. Mitma says 7K. 10K easy, says Rick. Sunflower, 10K. Michelle Melnick says minimum 5K. Tanya says, I say 10K, but really it's worth more. Ronnie Snipe says 10K. 5K annual, says Texas Trader. Tamina says 7K. Priceless, says Claudia Lugo. KL says 5K. Over 5K, says DSCK. $10K, it's a steal of a deal, says Jason Penyan. Jeff says 2,500 priceless. Mike has made $5,100 since May 11th. Rico says it's worth your future. 5K, says Stephen Wilbur. You guys get the point. Now, my TTG fam, have you made back your membership fee, and in what time frame? If you're a member of True Trading Group, I think it would be helpful for the viewers to know if you have already made back your membership fee, and if you have, in what time frame. Breathe Easy did it in his first week. Two weeks for KL. 1 week for Flynn. 3 weeks for Jason. A couple weeks for Lex. 5 days for Tamina. First week, first day for Carrie. Less than 2 weeks for Mikas. 2 months for Rick. 3 months. 1 week. 1 month. 6 months. First week says Tyler. 3 months for Thomas. First trade for David. Sean, first trade. Angel made back their annual membership and their lifetime membership within the first 3 weeks. 4 months for Jeff. E-Shadow, 1 month. Now, guys, also keep in mind, obviously, people are trading with different size accounts. Someone with a $300 account, it's going to take them a little bit longer to make back $1,300, and someone with a $25,000 account. Okay, so make sure you take that into consideration as well. Guys, you must enter coupon code TTG121 to get the discount. If you go to the checkout page, it's not going to do it for you. You have to manually enter TTG121 and press apply code in order to get the discount. Also, guys, we are 5-star rated on Trustpilot. Okay, we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot. And actually, let's read a review. Let's read a review. Adam, you got just grab one for me, bud. All right. Here we go. Oh, wow, this is a long one. You couldn't have picked a shorter one, Adam. All right, here we go. Let's be honest. People want to sign up to services that give out buy and sell alerts. Although True Trading Group, also known as TTG, does give out alerts when they enter, take profit, or exit a trade, this is not what they're about. They have a 15-course curriculum in which they teach you the basics as well as advanced trading with long positions, buying, selling shares, and options, contracts, calls, and puts. They do go a bit in depth on shorting a stock or buying the put option contract, and they teach you how to read options, the Greek's intrinsic and extrinsic value, and how to determine the options contract's value. They offer a wide range of information you can search through, such as past webinars and group studies, plus also offer red to green study groups every so often. Most importantly, they teach about risk management. They don't tell you when you should enter a trade, but they do notify when they will and what they're looking for prior to entering. Every morning during a trading day, the chat room is open and the watch list for the day is what everybody goes over. Everything from the float, whether or not the stock will be extremely volatile, to the trade lines, VWAP, volume, etc., and what to look for to see whether or not that stock will be worth entering if key points hold or perform. As an example, an increase of volume with small volume pullbacks, holding the previous day's high as support on gap ups, etc. There is quite an abundance of information that a trader can utilize through TTG. Stock screeners, paper trading to practice, charting software, and you can also see the moderators or the head traders' trading history. You can see for yourself whether or not their way of trading works. As a bonus to TTG, they offer frequent giveaways for annual members and lifetime members, $30K or a Tesla for annual members, $50K or a Porsche for the lifetime. Lifetime members can still win in the drawing for the annual members giveaway, if I recall correctly. A last bonus and useful information is that TTG goes live on YouTube and has a 30-minute Q&A, goes over the trades of the day or the upcoming week's outlook, and teaches a few things that can help out a trader's trading. Let's talk about what could be better. Speaking about the charting software offered, TradingView is phenomenal. I always have it on one of my screens with the basic setup on a main position. I also use eTrade Pro software, in which is what I prefer when I look for day trades. Admittedly, I could use TradingView if I took the time to learn more of their tools, but what TTG offers with TradingView seems to lack some of the tools I get on the free version of TradingView from their website. Albeit it could be user error, and I'm just missing where some of the tools are. It does seem lacking a bit compared to just it's all right. Yeah, that's user error. That's just going to be user error. We'll cover that in Trader Palooza. We'll cover that in Trader Palooza so you guys know how to use the trading software. I do like how TG offers something at least, but kind of wish it would mirror at least the free version. Okay, it does. It's better than the free version, obviously, so we'll go over that. Overall, I signed up with TTG because Mike, the head trader, knows how to talk. He's a smooth talker, but I did try the 3-day trial membership to see how everything went firsthand and how they did their course alerts and overall sentiment. I've joined a different place through Discord that teaches something completely different with technical analysis, which is extremely helpful, but it can get chaotic in chat. With TTG, it's never like that. The atmosphere is just so much better and helpful for day trading or swing trades. I definitely recommend TTG. All right, there you have it, folks. I encourage you guys to go and review. I encourage you guys to go read some of those reviews. Over 1,100 people have left us a review on Trustpilot. I encourage you guys to go check them all out. Guys, listen, the price of our membership is going up. The spots for your free private study group, they will not last. Okay, these are limited sessions because we do individualized. We want individualized attention. So the spots are extremely limited for these mentor classes. Okay, when's the last time you were treated as more than just a number and a price tag? When's the last time someone actually gave a shit about your goals? And yes, what we offer is TradingView's Pro Plus charting software. It does require a learning curve. Okay, and in Trader Palooza, we will cover all of that. Okay, guys, look me in my face because I do actually give a shit about your goals. My team does. It's why we do what we do. Use the coupon code TTG121 and get everything that I mentioned to you on this live stream, including the 15-course curriculum, the news feed, the trade idea scanner, the trade simulator, stock profiles and analyst reports, the charting software, Real Book Level 2, our video library, a mentor study group, a chance to win a Tesla or 30 grand. All of that you guys can get access to for just $1,326 and also be able to attend the all-day Trader Palooza virtual trading workshop on May 22nd. Use that coupon code now before the price goes up Sunday at midnight. Okay? And then don't forget Sunday, guys, make sure you set your reminders. We're going to be going live to talk about how we're going to make money next week. If you're still not ready to pull the trigger, we do have a 1-week trial. You guys are welcome to join. For our 1-week trial, go to ttgthree.com. You get 3 sample courses included with your trial. You get to use the news feed, the scanner, the analyst reports. You can use all those features and also be able to come and chat with us and check us out for an entire week, see what it's like to be part of the TTG family. It's a one-time payment of $3. We charge $3 just to make sure you're a real person. It is not recurring. There's no auto renew. It's literally just $3. That's it. One-time payment. It's less than a cup of coffee. You can go to ttgthree.com in order to sign up for that trial. Listen, if you sign up for the trial, you're not going to get the 40% discount. You're not going to get the free private study group, but you guys can get a feel for what it's like to be part of the TTG community. Okay, so I welcome you guys to do that. And then last but not least, I'll leave you with this. If you're still unsure, you're on the fence, I'm going to make up your mind right now. Anyone that signs up with coupon code TTG121 before midnight on Sunday, here's what I'm willing to do. I believe so strongly in the platform, the education that we provide, that with a little bit of effort from you, this can work. Okay, this is how much I believe in that. If you go through all our courses, pass the quizzes at the end of the courses, and attend the private study group, If you do those 3 things and still don't make back your membership fee, which is $1,326 at least once through your membership, I'll give you all your money back. I'm being dead serious, guys. I'm not kidding. I'll give you a full refund if you don't make that money back one time. That's how much I believe that this can and will work for you. I told 80% of our members have gone on to become successful traders. If that wasn't the case, I wouldn't be able to offer you a money back guarantee. I'd be insane to offer you a money back guarantee if everybody was just losing money. This is the same education that made me the trader I am today. It's the same education that's allowing my members to become the traders that they are now today. Use coupon code TTG121. Lock in that 40% discount. Give yourself a chance to win a Tesla or 30 grand on May 23rd, a 10 Trader Palooza on May 22nd, get a money back guarantee, and get a free private small study group session with a TTG trader to help you answer questions and get lessons that you need help with. Get the individualized attention that can help make you a successful trader. Guys, enjoy your weekend. Thanks for joining me. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications. Smash that like button if you guys haven't done so already. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you guys all on Sunday. Set your reminders now, 8:30 p.m. We're going to be going live Sunday to talk about how we're going to make money next week. All right? Great job this week, guys. It was a volatile week. We'll see what next week has in store. Thanks, guys. I'll see you guys all later.